right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you so much for attending or tuning in to my Microsoft Ignite 2018 session. This is Azure Data Integration, choosing between SSIS, Azure Data Factory, and Azure Databricks. My name is Katrine Wilhelmsen, or Catherine Wilhelmsen. I'm from Norway, and I work as a senior business intelligence consultant in Meta. You can find me on Twitter at CatherineW, and I also blog at catherinew.net. Please note there's no E in the middle of my name. That's the funny Scandinavian spelling. How many of you here are ETL developers or data engineers? If you can you please raise your hand? Most of you? OK, so for those of you who are not data engineers right now, let's just pretend for this session that you are a data engineer. And you're starting a new project, and you have to pick a tool. So what you need to do is you need to integrate data from different sources, and you're going to make a solution for advanced analytics or reporting purposes. So which tool do you pick? You have several options. Do you pick A, SQL Server Integration Services, or SSIS, B, Azure Data Factory, or ADF, C, Azure Databricks, or D, all of the above? For those of you who are consultants, I'm sure you know the answer to this question. And if you know it, say it with me. It depends, right? And thank you for coming to my talk. That's it. No, I'm kidding. It does depend on a lot of things. And there's a big trademark there, because this is the answer that you'll get pretty much everywhere. It depends, because it does depend on a lot of things. But what does it depend on? So in this session here today, we obviously can't go through everything in 20 minutes. It's a rather fast-paced overview. We're going to look at the 3 different tools, basically show you what they are, the use cases, and how they might work together. So let's start with that. And we can start with SQL Server Integration Services. Did you know that SSIS is a teenager now, by the way? Released in 2005. It's getting quite old. So this is the oldest one of the 3 tools that we have. And SQL Server Integration Services, as the name implies, is a tool for data integration, mainly used for ETL purposes, or extract, transform, and load. And it has very rich built-in transformations. And that's the whole point of ETL. You extract something, you transform it, and in SSIS, it's all in memory. And then you load it into a destination. So all the transformations are in flight in memory. And SSIS was released back in 2005, before Azure was even announced, before big data became a thing. So it still has some of the limitations from way back when. It's mainly for on-premises purposes, but recently in Azure Data Factory, you can also lift and shift your SSIS packages into Azure. So you can run it in Azure now, but still mainly an on-premises tool for smaller workloads. And it looks something like this. So this is the control flow. In the control flow, you can set different precedence constraints on fail, success, or even just completed, and you can control different activities or tasks. Inside of the control flow, you also have a data flow. And the data flow is where all the transformations happen. So you can do things like aggregations or just splits and joins and all the kind of fun things that you want to do with your data to prepare it for loading. Brief overview of SSIS there. Next tool, Azure Data Factory. Now, as the name implies, this is in Azure. And this was mainly built for data movement and data orchestration more than transformation. So it's more of an ELT tool, extract, load, transform, where you extract the data, you load it into the source, and then you do the transformations once it's landed in there. So this is very similar to SSIS in many ways, but a few differences. It has transformation activities, so you can run things like HDInsight, Databricks, notebooks, and so on. But all of those things are not natively built into Azure Data Factory itself. So you're mainly orchestrating those activities in other kind of tools that you can use. So in Azure Data Factory v2, they had some improvements to that. And I'll get back to one little thing at the end of this session here for Azure Data Factory. But mainly movement and orchestration compared to the transformation capabilities that you had in SSIS. And as you can see, it looks similar to SSIS, except we kind of just flipped it around a little bit here. So you still have the activities, you have the different flows, so it's very similar to that control flow. These are called pipelines, so they have some different wording in here. Same thing with SSIS being an ETL tool. Azure Data Factory, it's more on the ingest side, so you can ingest data from different sources and land them into sinks or destinations. But still very similar. So both SSIS and ADF, very familiar tools for ETL developers, former SSIS developers wanting to move into Azure and modernize their solutions. ADF is a very, very familiar experience. And then the third tool, the new cool kid in town, Azure Databricks, still very new. And this is a completely different tool. So for me, my background is in traditional business intelligence. I've done a lot of work in SSIS, and when I heard about the data engineering capabilities in Azure Databricks, hey, this is cool, but what is this? And it took a while for me to kind of understand what this tool really was, because my background is from the ETL side and not so much from the data science side. And with Azure Databricks, it's a little more on the data preparation side, and you'll see this in the architecture slide in a little bit. It's less on the traditional ETL side. It's more on the prepping data for different types of projects like machine learning, artificial intelligence. And it's all built on Apache Spark, and it's more of an analytic service more than pure data integration. But it is collaborative, and you have these little notebooks. Looks something like this, and I don't expect you to actually see what's going on here, but what you can see is that it's very different from both SSIS and ADF. So instead of having these controlled flows, you're now working with these little sets of data, and it's more a step-by-step process, and data engineers can come in and load some data, transform it, do whatever they need to do. Then you can have your data scientists come in and also open up that same notebook, look at the data, they can do their little fancy machine learning things that I know nothing about, so they can do their part of it, and then business analysts can also come into these notebooks, look at the results, look at the graphs, and this is all in Power BI, so you get your little charts in there as well. So everyone can work together, so it's more of a collaborative, multi-editing experience compared to SSIS and ADF, which is more on just like something coming in, and then you have to see what's coming out at the other end. So based on that, you probably already have a few ideas of what might be the right tool for you to pick. So it could be SSIS, it could be Azure Data Factory, or it could be Azure Databricks. But there are still so many it depends here. So we've kind of gone through the overview. You've seen what it looks like. Let's take a look at some of the other things to consider when you're picking a tool. So first one is the type of data that you're working with. And these are the 3 V's from big data. You've probably seen this before. Some say 4 V's, some say 5. I like to do in 3s here. So volume, velocity, and variety. For the volume side, SSIS is more on, it's older tool, and it doesn't handle the big data that Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks can. So for volume, if you're working with smaller types of data, smaller amounts of data, then SSIS might be the right tool for you. If you need to go into really big data, huge volumes of data, you might want to look into some of these more modern tools. Then we have velocity, the speed of data. How often do you get that data? How often do you need to deliver it to your end users? For more traditional business intelligence data warehousing purposes, where SSIS is still a very important tool, you might do once a day or once a week, maybe even once a month. I don't think that happens so much anymore, but still, for those kind of use cases, SSIS can be the right tool. And this is all about batching the data. So you extract, transform, and load data in batches, in which case SSIS is great. ADF also has those kind of same capabilities for batching, still very much ETL, ELT tool. We can also work with some of the more streaming data. And again, this is an important thing to note, that Azure Data Factory itself doesn't handle that streaming data, but you can use it to orchestrate those tasks in Azure. And then we have, for Azure Databricks, it can also handle more real-time solutions. Very, very fast data coming in and out that it can work with on a large scale. And finally, we have the variety of data. So SSIS, very much on the structured side. How many of you have worked with SSIS? Most of you, how many of you have ever cursed when you had a new column or something and all the metadata changed? Most of you, yeah. SSIS does not really handle that very well. So you have to go in and make sure that you, get all the metadata updated, and that's a very manual process here. For ADF, it's still working with structured data, but it can also handle more on that schema drift side, so it's a little more flexible on that, a little more forgiving. And it can also handle unstructured data. Same thing with Azure Databricks, structured, unstructured. It's a very different tool. It's more modern, so it can handle all of the fun big data types of data. The next part here is on the development side. So this is more for those of you who are building these solutions. What are you comfortable with? What do you want to learn? How much time do you have to invest in learning these new tools? And then we have, for example, for the development tools, if you're familiar with Visual Studio, SQL Server data tools, SSDT, then SSIS is very easy to start using. And you might have been using it for a while as well. So that's on the SSIS side. While the two other ones, you're working in the browser. That's how, it has its ups and downs as well. No connectivity makes it kind of difficult to work in Azure Data Factory, for example. So depending on how you need to work with this, you might be, maybe it's better for you to work more on premises locally. So things to consider. Then we have the development interface. For me, I have a programming background. I enjoy coding. I like that. Other people would prefer no code. So all of these in SSIS and Azure Data Factory, you can do all the different tasks that you have in the control flow and the data flow. It's a drag and drop, no code experience, and that can be great for many people starting with integrating data. In Azure Data Factory, you can also do the code. You have some capabilities in SSIS for generating packages as well. But then Azure Databricks, it's less drag and drop because you have these little frames, you type your code, and then you can run it and see it, but very different there. So depending on whether or not you like the code or the drag and drop interface, that could be a consideration as well for you. And finally, on the languages side, like I mentioned with SSIS, there are ways to script and automate and kind of build those packages programmatically using .NET, VB, C#, or something called BIML, Business Intelligence Markup Language. Then for Azure Data Factory, you can build your data factories and your pipelines using languages like PowerShell or Python. And then you have Databricks again. This is more coming in from the data science side, as you can see with R in there and Python, and you have Scala, which I know very little about personally. So for me, that would be a rather steep learning curve to start using something like that. So take that into consideration as well when you're choosing your tool. And finally, we have more on the usage side. And this, for me at least, is probably the biggest consideration when choosing a data integration tool. So we have on the platform itself, like I mentioned, SSIS is still very much an on-premises tool. So if you're limited to using only on-premises tools, if you can't use Azure yet for any reason, you're kind of stuck with SSIS. And it's a great tool, but it's mainly for those on-premises. If you do that, you have to invest in your own hardware. You have to also scale out more manually by adding more hardware or adding new servers or something like that. So it's a lot more to take into consideration for that type of solution. With Azure Data Factory, it's hybrid, so you can, again, lift and shift your SSIS packages into Azure Data Factory. So you can, if you're able to use Azure, a way of modernizing existing solutions or kind of improving on those is moving your SSIS into the cloud, into Azure Data Factory, and then maybe start building your new pipelines after that. So you can have that hybrid solution if you want. But it is managed, so you don't have to worry about your own hardware. It's easy to scale up when needed. You go in and you tweak some settings in the Azure portal, and you're done. So that could be easier as well, especially if you're in a smaller company. That could be something that's important to you, that you don't have to manage all of that hardware. And finally, on the Databricks side, it's more a cloud solution, also managed, and it has auto-scaling capabilities. So this is something, if you don't really want to worry about that, or if you have someone else taking care of that, that could be the right tool for you. For pricing as well, SSIS, you pay for the SQL Server licenses, you have to pay up front, and you might end up having this solution and all of this hardware that you're only using at certain peak times, if that's once a day or once a week or whatever. So you might not really take advantage of that hardware and those investments. But you do get the advantage of paying up front and having everything kind of planned easily. With both Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks, you pay as you go. So it can be a little more difficult to plan ahead, and you do need to kind of really dig into what you're building, what kind of pipelines, and how much you're going to use it to see what the cost is going to be. So you have to kind of evaluate what's right for you there. And finally, and this is kind of the main thing for me at least, what's the purpose? Why are you integrating data? What's the end result of that? If you have more smaller workloads, if you have more traditional data warehouses, BI solutions, you can probably use SSIS to integrate and transform that data using the ETL. If you're more on kind of grabbing data from lots of different sources, it could be on-premises, it could be in the cloud, then Azure Data Factory might be even easier for you to use on that. And it's more on the orchestration side. So if you just want to ingest data, then Azure Data Factory is probably a better tool for you. And then if you're more on the artificial intelligence machine learning side, if you're more on that collaboration with data scientists and business analysts, and you kind of want those types of projects, if you're more working together more than having two different teams, then Azure Databricks could be where you want to do your data integration as well. But you don't really have to pick. Sometimes you can choose everything, and you might even in many projects want to use all or some of these tools. So for the modern data warehouse, you may have seen this chart. It looks something like this, where you have Azure Data Factory on the ingest side, where you're using it to orchestrate and move data from sources into a data lake, for example, or into blob storage. So that's one part of the architecture. And then you prep and you train your data using Azure Databricks. So that's where you can take full advantage of those capabilities, of all those powerful transformations inside of Azure Databricks. And especially if you have multi-purpose solutions where you might want to have some analytics, some reporting, but also have data scientists come in and play with that data, then you might want to use both. And then you have the model and serve with your Azure SQL data warehouse, your analysis services models, and then finally you can use Power BI or something similar to visualize that data. So all of these can kind of work together. And the one thing that you can see missing here is the SSIS part. That can, again, be part of Azure Data Factory. So if you have an existing solution, lift and shift into Azure Data Factory, and that can be part of that structured on-premises ingestion part. So a lot of things that you can do to work together here. And you might have noticed that there are a couple of nice little pairings here with these tools. SSIS loves ADF, lift and shift, and then you can also have execute SSIS packages in ADF. So if you're coming from the SSIS side and you're looking into how you can modernize or improve your solutions, look into using Azure Data Factory. The other one is Azure Data Factory loves Databricks. So you can run Databricks notebooks. You have activities in Azure Data Factory that seamlessly integrates these two tools. And then the one thing that I mentioned in the start, coming up very soon in Azure Data Factory, are data flows. So that is currently in private preview, but I'm not sure about the timeline. You may have someone out in the expo hall here who can tell you more about that. Data flows is coming to Azure Data Factory, and that's actually bringing some of those transformations natively into Azure Data Factory. So it's similar to SSIS, and it's becoming more similar. So what you can think of there is that you have your pipelines in Azure Data Factory, more on the movement and orchestration side, and then you have these data flows where you do the transformation, which is actually running on Databricks. So now you're having this little synergy here where you're using both tools, but you might not even really have to worry about the Databricks side. You don't need to learn any of the coding, but you can still take advantage of all of that functionality. So looking at that, you have the data flows in SSIS. You have data flows coming up soon in Azure Data Factory. And if you've paid attention to Power BI, you also have data flows in Power BI. So you have data flows everywhere, right? And it can be kind of difficult to pick and choose. But take some of these things into consideration. Focus on the end goal. See what you want to use it for. And then I recommend that you actually just go in and try it hands-on. See what works for you, what you prefer to use, and maybe refer back to some of these points that I had earlier. So finally, I hope that you've had a very brief overview. Again, 20 minutes is not a lot of time to dig into these details. So I'm hoping that I've kind of given you, like, here's SSIS, ADF, and Databricks, a few things to consider, and then you can go back and kind of dig into that whole it depends part. Giving you some few pointers, and then again, I recommend go and talk to the Microsoft product teams here for your specific use cases, and they can help you dig into those details. And that's it for me. My 20 minutes is up already. It's been a whirlwind. So thank you so much. I'll be around here if you have any questions, but feel free to reach out to me, contact me on Twitter or through email, and I'd be happy to help you dig further into that little it depends part. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your Microsoft Ignite. Thank you.